So welcome back to game number 2 here on Centennial Digital. First pitch from Easton Pratt to Drake Callan is outside for ball number 1. And second pitch for strike. So 1-1 the count for Callan. Your battery here for game number 2 is Easton Pratt to Nick Severson. 1-2 now the count to Drake Callan. That one popped back behind the booth. And Pratt going to get the strikeout for out number 1. Was that swinging? Tristan Bachkoven, the left fielder, now steps into the box. And Bachkoven going to drop one into the gap for a single. That'll bring up the shortstop, Carson Peterson. That pitch in there for a strike. Strike 2 called. Pratt checks the runner at first. That ball with a bounce fair, then back foul. So the runner stays at first. Carson Peterson still in the box. And Pratt takes care of out number 2 on his own. Bringing up the first baseman, Jace Ulrich. Pratt going to step off the mound. Checks first, throws home. Severson knocks that one down. Not going to be able to get the runner, as the runner will advance to second. So Jace Ulrich with an 0-1 count. And Severson going to make his way to the mound. pitch from Pratt. Popped over the announcer's booth, over towards the softball fields. As evidently get a power up for hitting the softball field. So Ulrich reaches on a drop third strike. So Eli Ellsbecker now up to bat. The 0-1 pitch popped back behind the announcer's booth once again. Eli Ellsbecker, the second baseman, up to bat. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. Called the ball. So the count now 1-2 to Ellsbecker. And strike three. So no hits or no runs on one hit. And one left on base. Two left on base. As we head to the bottom of the first. And the ad still doesn't run. Folks, our first inning tonight is brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. Since 1902, Lincoln Savings Bank has been loving the people that we work with and the customers we serve. If you're ready to experience better banking, come experience Lincoln Savings Bank. Member FDIC. The center fielder, Easton Pratt, steps up to the box for the Jaguars. Or Easton Miller, excuse me. So you have the two Millers, the two Eastons. They all get mixed up every once in a while. The battery for the Dodgers is Alex Underwood to Landon Hout. Easton Miller drops one in front of the right fielder for a single. Kyle Miller now at the plate. Easton Miller going to advance to third on a wild pitch. Kyle Miller sends one deep, and it's gone. Kyle Miller going to get the first home run of the game. So a two-run home run for Kyle Miller. Cole Grider now steps up to the plate. Here's the first pitch. Outside for ball number one. So Cole Grider now with the 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off third base or first base side.
That pitch just high for ball two. So now the count even at twos. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. 2 runs already up on the board for the Jaguars.
And that one going to be called strike 3. Nick Severson getting ready to step up to the plate. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Severson sends it over the left fielder's head and going to get a stand-up double for Severson. So I believe that is Jack Compton, and now running at second. Damon Churchman at the plate for the Jaguars. Churchman with a rip to the third base side.
second. Here's the 0-1 pitch outside for ball number 1. Churchman pops one up high. Catcher's trying to track it down. Not going to be able to. The pitch to Churchman. Churchman popping one out to center. Center fielder tracks it down for out number 2. Compton goes and will get to third. So Callan tracking it down in center field. Compton advancing to third base. Joey Oki now steps up to the plate. Oki rips one down the third base side, and the ball goes foul. That pitch inside for ball 1. I don't think this is actually even doing anything because this screen hasn't changed. And Oki going to send one to the center fielder, Callan. So Callan going to take care of out number 3. Jaguars put a 2 spot up on the board with 3 hits. Folks, don't forget to stick around after the game to find out who our Lamberti, Gucci, and Lucci Law Player of the Game is. Your local attorneys and a team to fit your legal needs. Reach out to us at LGL Law 515-964-8777 or online at ankanylaw.com. Dalton Rosales getting ready to step up to the plate for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch from Pratt. And it's going to be a swing for strike number 1. One and one now the count to Rosales. As that one's going to go right back to Pratt. pitch from Pratt. In for strike number 1. Second pitch. Going to find the gap between third base and shortstop. So Moritz gets a single on that one. Bringing up the right fielder, number 5, Ethan Beatty. The pitch from Pratt, bunt laid. Severson settles underneath of it. As that bunt got popped to the sky. Landon Hout now at the plate. Pitch from Pratt. Hout swings for strike number 1. The 0-2 count for Landon Hout. And will be a swinging strike for strike number 3. As we head to the bottom of the second, your score remains 2-0 Jaguars. Lincoln Lacey now stepping up to the plate. First pitch swung for strike number 1. So 2-1 now the count to Lincoln Lacey. The DH here in this game gonna send it to center field and drop it in for a base hit. Bringing up the shortstop. Number 31, Lucas Brule. They'll get the out at first. Rosales to Ulrich for out number 1. Ian McGay now steps up to the plate. Fouls that one off, sends it back towards the backstop. As the ump takes time to let Kyle Miller get out of the line of fire. The 0-1 delivery. McGay called time. Time given to McGay.
There's a hot shot down the third base side. And they're looking to score a run. Ball beats him there, but the tag was missed.
So McGay going to be credited with a single. So Easton Miller now at the plate, sends it down the third base side, called foul. Pitch from Underwood is down, but Easton Miller takes a swing at it for strike number 2. So the 0-2 delivery from Underwood. Checks the runner at first. McGay is back in time. All right, so our screen is frozen for the live stream.
So we're going to turn into a radio broadcast now, as the Dodgers take care of the lead runner, Ian McGay.
So Easton Miller now on first, Kyle Miller in the box. And Cole Greider on deck. First pitch to Kyle Miller is up and away for strike number 1. Pitcher checks the runner at first. As Kyle Miller takes a hack at it, first baseman going to camp underneath of it and take care of out number 3. So Ulrich, the first baseman, takes care of out number 3 as we get ready to head to the top of the third.
So once again, just a reminder for everybody listening, this broadcast has turned into a radio broadcast as our picture is frozen. And up in the booth, it is Kate Tomlinson bringing you the action here for game number 2. As we get ready for the top of the order for the Dodgers, the center fielder, Drake Collin, stepping up to the plate, struck out looking in the first inning. As he steps into the box, Easton Miller with the first pitch, down in the dirt for ball number 1. So McGay on first for the Jaguars. Bunt laid down to the third base side. Not thrown over to first. Held it in his hand. So Callan going to lay down a bunt for an infield single. Bringing up the left fielder, number 4, Tristan Bakoven. So Bakoven now with the runner on first. Easton Pratt, the pitcher. Nick Severson, the catcher. First pitch to Bakoven, in for a strike. .3-0 the score here for the Jaguars. The pitch from Pratt, outside, called a ball. So your infielders for the Jaguars, McGay at first, Damon Churchman at second as Pratt checks the runner at first. One of the two Eastons out on the field. So Ian McGay at first, Damon Churchman at second. As that ball is launched to the outfield and tracking it down, it's Easton Miller making a beautiful catch in the outfield. Nice jumping catch by Easton Miller. Easton Pratt with the tip of the hat to Easton Miller out in the outfield. Carson Peterson steps up to the plate now for the Dodgers. Brule at shortstop for the Jaguars here at this game, and Kyle Miller at third. And then once again, your battery, Easton Pratt and Nick Severson. That one down to the third base side. Kyle Miller going to throw it across to first to Ian McGay to get out number 2. So Jace Ulrich, the first baseman for the Dodgers, number 15, steps into the box. The pitch from Pratt, down for a ball. Easton Pratt. Pitch for a strike that time. So 1-1 now the count to Ulrich. And once again, we are just audio right now as our video has gone down. Ulrich now with a tap to the third base side. Going to make it to the outfield and put runners on the corners for the Dodgers.
So Ulrich going to be credited with a single. Eli Ellsbecker on the halo at the moment for the Dodgers. Taking the sign from the third base coach. Easton Pratt. With the pitch in for a strike. Runner at first debating if he's going to go or not. Chose not to that time. So Eli Ellsbecker at the plate for the Dodgers. Easton Pratt with the pitch for a strike number 2. So 0-2 your count to Ellsbecker. Ellsbecker struck out swinging last time up. The pitch from Pratt pops one up, looking to the fence, and Nick Severson tracks that one down for out number 3. What a beautiful catch from Severson. Popped it up. Didn't know if there was going to be room back to the fence. Watched it all the way in. Good communication from the infield, letting him know he had room. And flashed the leather for out number 3. That was a beautiful catch. Yeah. So Cole Greider now steps up to the plate for the Jaguars. So was Kyle Miller the third out last inning? Okay, because I had it as Easton. So the 1-2 pitch to Greider. Called foul as it just barely made it past the baseline. The 1-2 pitch to Greider called a ball. Underwood still the pitcher for the Dodgers. That went outside for ball 3. So 3-2 now the count. Full count to Cole Greider. Greider going for 3 with a hit to center field.
And he's going to get the stand-up triple. So, last game's player of Lombardi, Guki, and Lucci. Player of the game, Nick Severson, now up to bat. Looped it to the first baseman, and first baseman makes the play. A great play by Ulrich for out number 2. Or out number 1, excuse me. Damon Churchman going to put one down the third base side into the outfield and score a run. So now Joey Oki steps up to the plate for the second time in this game. Flew out to center last time up, as Underwood throws it to Ulrich to check the runner at first. As we await the 0-0 pitch. Through the infield is Oki. And that's going to be another base hit. So putting 2 on for the first baseman, Lincoln Lacey. Oki on first, Churchman on second. Lacey with a single in the second inning, lays down a bunt. Catcher tracks it down for out number 2. So now that'll bring up the shortstop, number 31, Lucas Brule. First pitch to Brule, outside, called a ball. That pitch in there for strike number 1. So 1-1 now the count to Lucas Brule. Here's the pitch. Popped over the catcher's glove and will advance the runners. So that'll put Churchman on third and Oki on second. Lucas Brule up to bat, the sophomore, going into his junior year. Send one foul down the third base side. Ian McGay on deck for the Jaguars. As Brule sends one to the gap. And will drive in 2 runs and get a single. So a 2-run single for Lucas Brule. So Ian McGay now going to step into the box for the Jaguars. As we let Lucas Brule get set on first. And that first pitch off speed for strike number 1. I think that pitch caught McGay off guard, was waiting for a fastball, got something off speed. Pitch number 2 in for a strike, so 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. That one low and away for ball number 1. McGay in the right-hander's batter's box. as they check Brule at first. Underwood to Hout the battery for the Dodgers. McGay at the plate, Brule on first. McGay swings for strike number 3. So 3 runs on 4 hits with 1 runner left on base. As we head to the top of the 4th. Here's score Jaguars 6, Dodgers 0. So, welcome back to Centennial Digital as we get ready for the top of the 4th. Rosales leads off for the Dodgers. First pitch on a swinging strike. Easton Pratt, the pitcher for the Jaguars. Check swing by Rosales is called a ball. So 2-2, now the count to Rosales. Nice save by Ian McGay, able to keep it on the white bag. Drew Moritz now in the box for the Dodgers. Shows bunt on the first pitch. So the third baseman now playing on the grass as they send that one back past the fence. The pitch from Pratt. Checked by Moritz, or Rosales. No, it is Moritz at bat. So 2-2 now the count to Moritz. And that one's inside, a little bit too inside as it hits Moritz. So Moritz going to get hit by the pitch and a free base. Ethan Beatty now at the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch from Pratt. Shown bunt. And is called a dead ball. Pratt with a quick check to first. Blue calls him safe. Another quick check to first. Called safe again. McGay and Pratt not agreeing with the umpire on those calls. The delivery to home and up for a ball. Pratt back to home. And a swing for strike number 2. So Pratt checks the runner at first. Nothing there. Runner gets back safe. 1-2 the count to Beatty. And it's a called strike 3 for the strikeout. So Landon Hout, the catcher, now up to bat. 1 runner on, no runs scored. 6-2 the score here in the top of the 4th. Pratt, that one down low for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Hout, the catcher for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Little tapper to the second baseman. And it's going to be Churchman to McGay for out number 3. As we get ready to head to the 4th, your score remains Jaguars 6, Dodgers 0.
So Beatty tracks that one down from Easton Miller. Kyle Miller now at the plate. Kyle Miller sends one back, going back towards the fence, and it is gone. So Kyle Miller with 2 home runs this game. That one back way deep for Miller. So now Cole Greider going to step into the box. I hate to say it early, but it looks like Kyle Miller is our best candidate for the Lambardi, Gucci, and Lucci player of the game so far. 2 home runs on the day. Cole Greider now going to send one to the left field side. And going to stay at first for a single. I guess that's one way to follow up a home run is to get a single afterwards. So Nick Severson now steps into the box. And Nick Severson sends one back to the stands. Yeah, that was kind of my clue as I saw him look and I went, well, you could just kind of tell that one from Kyle Miller was gone. Hit it over the left fielder's head. Left fielder watched it fly over him and said, yeah, no, I don't think I'm getting that. I think that's gone. As Greider goes to second and gets him. So Greider going to get caught stealing. And the sound off the bat of Kyle Miller's bat was just perfect. You could just tell it was a beautiful hit as that ball going to find the center fielder from Nick Severson. Callan stays under that one for the third out. So now the score 7-0 in Jaguars' favor with the long ball of Kyle Miller as we head to the top of the 5th. Nick Drosh Fitness is our 5th inning sponsor tonight. It's our goal to get the best out of each athlete with our state-of-the-art technology and coaching tactics. We are proud to be the only company in the metro that offers velocity profiling for speed development. Help your athlete reach their maximum potential by getting them a session today. Nick Drosh Fitness, as always, a huge sponsor of sports in Ankeny. So as we get ready for the 5th inning, Jaguars up 7-0. 3 runs, all that's needed in the bottom of the 5th to end the game. At this point, any runs from the Dodgers add a run onto what the Jaguars have to get to end the game. So if the Dodgers score 2 here this inning, Jaguars have to score 5 in order to end the game. As we get ready for the top of the order for the Dodgers, Drake Callan. In the box, Easton Pratt still the pitcher. Nick Severson back behind the plate. McGay, Churchman, your right side infielders. On the left side, it's Miller and Brule. That one down and away for ball number 2. That one going to get to Brule. Brule going to throw across to McGay for out number 1. McGay with a nice stretch. So that one going to go down at as a 6-3 in the book. Tristan Bakoven steps into the box now for the Dodgers. First pitch from Pratt is a ball. That one now looking to find the gap and will do it. It's going to be the center fielder, Easton Miller, that picks that one up. As that one's going to go down for a base hit. Carson Peterson now steps into the box with a runner on first for the Dodgers. Easton Pratt, the pitcher. Nick Severson, the catcher. McGay on first. Tapper to the center fielder. That is Easton Miller. And will be a single. So now runners on first and second for the Dodgers, bringing up the first baseman, Jace Ulrich. Pratt with 2 runners on. Checks the runner at second. Checks him twice. Throws one in. Curved, misses down low. So 1-0 the count to Ulrich. The 1-0 pitch. Ian McGay tracks that one down for out number 2. Eli Ellsbecker now getting ready to step into the box, takes a practice cut. Pitch from Pratt. Ellsbecker pops it up. Cole Greider camps under it and will take care of it for out number 3. So your score remains Jaguars 7, Dodgers 0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Damon Churchman getting ready to step into the box for the Jaguars. The second baseman. First pitch way inside for ball number 1. Churchman scoots out of the way. Here's the 1-0 pitch in for a strike. Churchman gets a hold of that one and will get the hit. So Damon Churchman leads off the inning with a base hit, bringing up the sophomore left fielder, number 24, Joey Okie. And another base hit for the Jaguars here in the bottom of the 5th. Okie finds a gap in the 5-6 hole. Lincoln Lacey, the designated hitter, looking to maybe mirror the picture that we've had twice already. Batting from the left-handed side. Lays down a bunt, goes foul. Last two hitters hitting from the right side, Lincoln from the left side. Left-handed hitters have the tendency to hit it to the right field area. As that one's outside for ball number 1. The pitch from Underwood inside to Lacey, inside and up to even the count at 2-2. And that one finds its way back behind the dugout. So Lincoln Lacey going to pop that one out to the center fielder. Runners stay where they were. Lucas Brule now at bat for the Jaguars. That one over his head for a ball. Brule batting from the right-handed batter's box. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Up for ball number 2. And that one called a strike. So 2-1 now the count for Lucas Brule. Underwood with the 2-1 pitch. Brule sends it to the third baseman. That one going to go down in the book as an L3. Ian McGay steps into the box for the Jaguars. The right-handed first baseman. Runners on first and second for Ian McGay. Ball inside, called strike.
McGay crowding the plate. Second pitch in for a strike. The 0-2 delivery. Way up and in. And a balk called as runners will advance one base. And the Fort Dodge coach coming out to have a conversation with the on-base umpire. That one down low for ball number 1. So 1-2 now the count to Ian McGay. With runners now on second and third, runners both in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball number 2, evening up the count at 2-2. All it would take to score 2 here is a single to the gap. And down the third base side, there it is. Ian McGay scoring 2 on a stand-up double. So a stand-up double with 2 RBIs behind it. So Easton Miller. Now up to bat, Isaac Peck. Now running at second. All it would take here from Easton Miller is a single. In theory, to score the runner from second, first pitch outside. The long ball hitter, Kyle Miller, on deck. 2 long balls here in game number 2. The count to Easton Miller. That one in there for a strike. Gonna be safe at first, and runner comes home. That's the ball game, folks. Well, folks, that's going to do it here for Centennial Digital here this evening. As we are 10-0 in 5 innings. We'd like to thank you for watching and listening on Centennial Digital here this evening. Ask that you please join us back when you can. And until next time, this has been Cade Tomlinson saying good night, everybody.